Alright, so welcome everyone back to Black Ops 6, and as you can see, we've got Dark Matter unlocked. It is done. Kind of, not really. So you can see in our hands, we've got Dark Matter. I've got it on the AEK and the Sigma here, very obvious. But obviously in this game, Dark Matter works a little differently. In previous games, once you got everything Diamond, or let's say in Modern Warfare 3's case, once you got everything Priceless, you were locked into Stellar on everything. It doesn't really work like that in this game. So you go ahead and get everything Diamond, which lets you unlock everything Dark Spine. And then once you've got everything Dark Spine, you don't just get Dark Matter across the game. You have to unlock Dark Matter on every single individual weapon. And the challenge to do it is to get 5 kills without dying 3 times with every single weapon apart from the launchers, which is just 5 kills in a match 3 times. So yeah, it kind of takes away from that, like, I've completed Dark Matter, I've got it on every weapon kind of feeling, but you kind of get that repetition on every weapon. Like, say for example, once you unlock it on the Goblin, you know you're done with the Goblin, you've got Dark Matter on the Goblin, but you don't really have that sense of accomplishment like you used to. Like, you wouldn't see the pop-up where it says Dark Matter unlocked. It's just Dark Matter for a certain weapon, which I don't really know how to feel about it yet. It's still kind of weird in my opinion. But yeah, we go into the showcase here. As you can see, we've got Dark Matter on the AK, the Sigma, the knife. I've got it on, I think, if I bring up my spreadsheet here, I've got it on 11 more weapons. So I've got every single assault rifle apart from the Goblin, because I don't have it unlocked. Plus, I'm scared of it. I've got it on the first 3 SMGs, the shotguns, the launchers, and the knife. So, yeah, 14 weapons total out of 33. We're not done with this Dark Matter grind yet, but I'm kind of done with sacking my life off to get this camo. Like, it's kind of over. Now, you might be questioning, what's the point of going for Dark Matter on every weapon if you can just pick and choose what weapons you want to get it on? So, for example, I could just go for the guns that I like. So, I could go for the AK-74, I could go for the AS Val, the Tanto, for example, and just leave it there. Like, just use those weapons Dark Matter. Well, number 1, the completionist in me wants to get every single weapon done, and 2, you get a calling card for doing 33 weapons in the game. Now, you can wait for DLC weapons and just get the DLC weapons Dark Matter and just leave, I don't know, the launchers. And to be honest, I'm considering doing that for weapons like the baseball bat, for example. I'm thinking about just going for the calling card with DLC weapons and then backtracking when I actually want to get everything done, because I will get everything Dark Matter in this game. I got everything Damascus in Modern Warfare 2019. I got everything Interstellar in Modern Warfare 3. The games in between that, I didn't get everything, but I think this game I like enough to go ahead and get everything done. So eventually I will go ahead and get the baseball bat done, but I'm kind of just waiting for a buff because that thing is a piece of shit. Oh my god, it's awful. The baseball bat is the single worst thing I've used in the camo grind, and I don't say that lightly. Like, I've gone through some shit to get some of these camos. Like, the Sidewinder pre-buff in Modern Warfare 3 was god-awful, but the baseball bat in this game is terrible. Never have I known a melee weapon to be so bad that people actually play hardcore to get a melee weapon done. Like, just think about that for a second. That's how shit it is. But anyway, here's Dark Matter in Black Ops 6. I think this is probably my favorite Mastery Camo of all time. I know it's very early, like the game is 2 weeks old, so I can't really say that for definite, but I think the original Dark Matter is just the best one they've ever done. And this is basically a modernized, improved version of the original Dark Matter. So yeah, I don't really think it gets better than this. So I shoot the weapon, you've got the embers coming up on the gun. That's so cool. So yeah, like I say, I'm not done with the Dark Matter grind in Black Ops 6, but I'm kind of done no-lifing it and grinding it for now. I think I'm just going to go for the rest of the weapons sort of passively, and then eventually I'll get the Dark Matter Collector calling card. Like I say, you get that calling card when you get Dark Matter on 33 weapons, which I imagine includes DLC weapons as well, so I'm thinking about doing that, but like I say, I'll go for everything Dark Matter eventually. What the hell are these kids doing? What are they doing? Domination spawns in this game are so good, man. I mean, especially on Nuketown, like, it's really, really hard to flip the spawns. You can get a proper spawn trap going, which I know can be annoying if you're on the receiving end of it, but it's the way domination should work. I imagine the reason they did change Dark Matter to work the way it did in this game was to give people that kind of freedom of unlocking it on what they want. But the thing is, I feel like by the time you've done everything Dark Spine, you've done the majority of the grind and you just go for everything anyway. Like, I mean, I used the Goblin for 100 headshots, the 2 special challenges, double kills, and 3 kills without dying, and triple kills. Do you really think I'm going to stop at 5 kills without dying? Like, why would I? Especially if there's a reward at the end of that. Like, I've done 90% of the grind, 95% of the grind, and you think I'm just going to stop there and pick and choose what weapons I want to get? Now I've got Dark Matter as well, I can use this. This is one of the most fun kill streaks I think they've ever added to a COD game. Just hit him right in the face. Oh my god. This gun is so good, man. I love it. But now it feels like the shackles of the camo grind have kind of been broken. I'm just going to kind of take my time and pick and choose a weapon every so often. I can actually just enjoy the game now. I mean, I can just sit here on multiplayer and grind some challenges. Last night, I went ahead and did the Terminus Easter egg, and it's a very good map. I have to admit, I think this year's Zombies is actually really good. I mean, obviously, there's the heated debate and the comparison of it not being as good as Black Ops 3. And I know the old systems are better, but I've learned to appreciate what the new Zombies can bring. And I think it is something that is worth at least playing. It's a lot more complicated and there's a lot more systems in play, and you know, it's a lot more fast paced, but I think it's a fun mode. I really do. I think one thing that a lot of people commented on with Cold War is the kind of aura of Zombies. Like, for example, with Horizon Drac, it's on like a medieval castle or snowy mountain top, whereas in Cold War I feel like the maps are kind of plain and boring, like they were just military facilities with zombies. But I think this game is doing that a lot better, especially with Citadel Day More on the way as well, which is literally a castle. Liberty Falls is not a bad map, but I just think it doesn't have that kind of zombies aura. It's just a town that's been overrun, but it's a very casual map, so I can understand that. And then you've got Terminus, which is basically if Zetsubo no Shima and Mob of the Dead had a love child. Now I think it is so cool. I think it's a really cool looking map. Oh man, I tried to dive, my character just doesn't want to apparently. I hate CUAVs, man, honestly. People that use CUAVs are just the lowest of the low. Oh, fuck off. I'm just trying to shoot down these streaks. Will you let me? Dark Matter Sigma, look at that. This thing is beautiful, man. I absolutely love this camo. It's got to be the best one. I killed someone behind that guy. What? I wasn't even aiming for him. You know what? Every time I prestige, I forget to change my streaks. It is so annoying. I always have Scalpels, Archangel, and Chopper. I never change them. No! Oh my god, man. I was cooking, bro. See, the great thing about this game now is obviously the Dark Matter grind is done, but there's still so much more to do in this game. Like, with Warfare 3, for example, right? I did the Interstellar grind, and I was just sort of like, well, I guess that's it. We're done now. And I'll be honest, once I got Interstellar in that game, I really stopped playing the game. Like, I didn't play it anywhere near as much as I did going for the camo. I mean, I suppose it's natural once you've got the camo, but the thing is, there's nothing else to do in that game. Like, once you've got the camo, that's pretty much it. But in this game, we've got prestiges all the way up to level 1000. I've got the mastery badges to go for on literally everything. We've got 100%er both in multiplayer and zombies. We've got Dark Ops challenges as well. Like, there's just so much to do. And we've got Season 1 on the way as well, which will bring a lot more content. So there's a lot more to do in this game, and I don't really intend to stop playing it anytime soon. And obviously as well, I've got the campaign to play. I've not even touched the campaign in this game yet, and I've heard conflicting things about the campaign. It's really weird. Like, when it first came out, I heard a lot of people saying that it's like the best campaign ever, and IGN gave it a 9 out of 10. Some people said that the plot was lacking and it wasn't really as good as other Black Ops games, so I don't really know what to think, but going into it, I'm just going to have a clean mind. I'm just going to play it for myself. I can't wait for them to drop more emotes. Genuinely, it's going to be so funny. And the thing is, a lot of people are looking at this as like a new addition to COD, but for me, it just brings me right back to Black Ops 3. Every single time I see someone doing some goofy-ass dance on the winner's circle, it takes you right back to 2015, man. You'd see a girl who was steamrolling you the entire game with his Dark Matter gun just start whipping and nay-naying on you. Like, it was just... And there's an entire grind, which I didn't talk about earlier as well in this game, and that's the Nebula grind in Zombies. There's an entire Mastery Camo that I want to go for in this game again. I don't intend to blast zombies like I have multiplayer though. I mean, I got this Mastery Camo, what, 2 weeks of the game coming out. I don't plan on getting Nebula in the next 2 weeks or something like that. I'm just going to take my time with it, and when I get it, I'll get it. But yeah, the Dark Matter grind in this game is probably one of my favorite Mastery Camo grinds in COD history, actually. It was a lot of fun. There's a lot of bullshit in this game that does hold it back. For example, the maps in this game are one of the worst selections on a launch. Recon as well fucks you over in Face Off. But it's been a good camo grind. I won't forget this one. It's been fun.